A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Almighty Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, and the Lord of the worlds. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Dear students, I welcome you once again in today's lecture. As you know, I am your English teacher, Sadia Kuyum, in Government High School Hanga Mawar. Today I am going to illuminate on the new chapter, namely from the diary of a young girl and Frank. I hope you would be the patient and cautious listeners during the discharge of my lecture. Let us get started about the author. Anne Frank was a German-born diarist and Holocaust victim. Holocaust victim go yel German's maz Nazi movement os chalan pat yel tat Jews marek millionen maz. She was born in 1929 and died of typhus in 1945. In her book, The Diary of a Young Girl, she wrote about various experiences and significant of them all or the atrocities inflicted on Jews by Nazis. Introduction. The lesson from the diary of a young girl is an accept the diary of a young girl, which was originally written in Dutch and published in 1947. Its English translation was published in 1952. In this lesson, Anne Frank talks to her friends about ordinary, everyday things. Perhaps she is in search of a real friend to whom she can open her heart. She finds a friend, calls it Kitty. It is her diary in which she does not write down the facts but also pens down her most intimate feelings. She also provides us a brief sketch of her life and her emotional associations with her grandmother. She also presents a picture of a classroom situation in which Mr. Keesing, maths teacher, is annoyed with her and assigns to her an essay on a chatterbox. She, however, justifies being a chatterbox in her essay that makes Mr. Keesing allow and to talk in the classroom. Dear students, now let me tell you what is a diary. As you know, a diary is a book with a separate space or page for each day in which a diarist writes down his thoughts and feelings or what has happened on that day. Summary of the lesson. The lesson begins with a statement: writing in a diary is really a strange experience from someone like me. Anne does not write this to mean that she has never written anything before, but she writes it because she believed neither she nor anyone else would find interest in the musings of a 13-year-old schoolgirl. Nay, this would at least matter. She felt like writing and had a desire to get everything off her chest. Paper has more patience. She would think about this saying whenever she was feeling sad. And yes, she finally believed in this saying and thought of keeping a diary. Not because she was completely alone in the world, she was surrounded by family and around 30 people whom she called her friends, but because she was in quest of confidant to whom she would narrate all her experiences like feelings and emotions to that true friend, which was her diary. She names it, Kitty. Unlike other people, she is not going to mention just the facts in it. She starts with writing her background to make it easier to understand for anyone who reads it later. She describes her family and early childhood when they all migrated, her early schooling. After giving a brief account of her background, she comes to the day, where she tells us about the result day. Everyone in the class is nervous about the result, and boys are even making bets. Anne was quite sure about herself and her friends. She has a good equation with all the teachers except Mr. Keesing, who taught maths. He was constantly annoyed at her for her talking habits. Thus, he started giving her punishments in the form of essays on weird topics such as chatterbox. یہِ اوس أمِس یِمَے essay دِوان مطلب یہِ چھِ ٲسمٕژ زیادٕ کَتھٕ کران کلاسَس منٛز یہِ پَتہٕ اوس یہِ أمِس وَنان یِمَن essay یَن پٮ۪ٹھ لیکھ یِتھ پٲٹھۍ زَن چیٹر باکٕس گوٚو سُہ یُس پَٹر پَٹر آسہِ زیادٕ کران یا یُس کَتھٕ آسہِ زیادٕ کران کلاسَس منٛز. یہِ چھُ اوسمُت أمِس پَتہٕ دِوان یِمَے ٹاپِک یِمَے ویٲرڈ ٹاپِکٕس کیازِ کہِ یہِ چھِ ٲسمٕژ کَتھٕ کران زیادٕ کلاسَس منٛز. To which she replied with full wits. She wrote essays that were funny and explained that this was a trait that she inherited from her mother. أمِس پَتہٕ أمۍ اَکہِ دۄہ پنٛنِس ماسٹرَس ووٚنمُت أمِس میتھ ٹیٖچَرَس دوٚپمَس یہِ گژھِ نہٕ مےٚ یہِ بَدلہِ نہٕ مےٚ یہِ عادت زانٛہہ. یہِ چھُ اوسمُت أمِس عادت یُس زَن أمِس چھُ اوسمُت یہِ پُشتٲنی مطلب یہِ چھُ اوسمُت أمۍ سٕنٛز ماجہِ تہِ عادت یہِ چھُ اوسمُت ماجہِ پٮ۪ٹھ پَتہٕ اِنہِرِٹ گژھان تہٕ کَتھ کَرنُک عادت چھُ اوسمُت أمۍ سٕنٛز ماجہِ تہِ أمِس تہِ اوس یہِ کَتھ کَرنُک عادت. أمۍ ووٚن پَتہٕ ماسٹرَس یہِ مٔشراوَے نہٕ بہٕ کینٛہہ کیٛازِکہِ یہِ چھُ مےٚ اِنہِرِٹ یہِ چھُ مےٚ عادت. He kept on giving essays until she wrote a satire. After that, third and last assignments, Mr. Keesing never pointed her out for talking. پَتہٕ چھِ اَکہِ دۄہ تَتھ اَکھ ایسے لیکھان تَتھ منٛز چھِ یہِ سورُے لیکھان جوک بَناوان کہِ مےٚ چھُ یہِ عادت یہِ مٔشراو نہٕ بہٕ کینٛہہ. تمہِ پَتہٕ چھُنہٕ أمِس زٕہٕنۍ تہِ یہِ سَر پَنُن میتھٕز ٹیٖچَر زٕہٕنۍ تہِ رُکاوان کَتھ کَرنہٕ خٲطرٕ کیٛازِکہِ أمۍ چھِ آسان تَتھ منٛز سورُے لیوکھمُت مےٚ کِتھ پٲٹھۍ چھِ یہِ عادت مےٚ کیٛاہ چھِ یہِ. This is all about today. Thank you. We will meet again tomorrow, inshallah. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.